Welcome back. So in lecture 5, we talked about how to use the text tool. So we're able to create this and some other ones. So if you skip that lecture, I would advise that you watch that because it's super important. It's a backbone to your designs. You always want to know how to use text in all your designs. So I advise you go back and watch that video. It's super important. So in this next one, we're going to show you how to use photos, how to bring in photos or elements, animated elements or cartoon elements or actual image into your designs. So for this, I'm just going to get rid of this design and this design and this, obviously. So I'm going to get rid of that. So now I'm just going to go in and I'm going to show you how to use this to bring in your photos to life and all. So remember, you always, depending on your canvas size, you always want to have different canvas size depending on what you are designing. You should have this at the back of your mind. I'll be using a 2000 by 2000 pixel for all this tutorial so far. So depending on what you are designing, you are going to use it for, you're going to have different styles. So I advise you to always have different styles. So without wasting much of time, let's go to photos. That's where we'll find photos we can use. Remember, not all photos are free. In the next lecture, I'm going to talk about the Canva Pro and the Canva free version, which we are using right now. I have the Canva Pro, obviously, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to talk about that in the next lecture. But for this lecture, we're just going to talk about image. So for this, since we are close to summer, I think we should set travel images, right? So let's do that. Or let's go to summer. You can see, you can just go to summer and just find different images you can use. So for this, you see most of them are not free, so you have to put that in mind. This is a free one. So now if you click on that, as you can see, you click on that, as you can see it's trending. There are some trendy ones. So it's trending, you can just click on that. You can decide to make it bigger. Just remember, I told you, just drag and fill. So just drag and fill. So you move your mouse to this edge, press your left mouse click button and drag outwards to cover that space. So now we have it just like that. You have it just like that. So now that we have that, you can see we've put in a design. We can now go back. We can decide to go back to our text. You can just go back to our text and just find out both text to use in the beginning. Or let's use another text so that it's not like we're using similar text all at the same time. Let's just go through and find one. Let's go through and find one. So you see, I like this one. So let's click on this. So if you click on that, it should appear here, as you can see. So now we can't see it. So what I would advise you to do right from the beginning before you start editing it is to change the colors to something you can see. So for this, we'll make it white. I can't really see white, so let me see. And yes, there's something unique about Canva which I love so much. I don't know, some of you might have noticed, but I love it so much. So once you have an image in your design, Canva gives you what they call photo colors. As you can see, this is the photo, so it picks out all the colors in the photo. So now you don't need to, so that your colors can merge, it can blend with your design, with your images. It's super easy. That AI is super amazing. I love it so much. So with that, you can just select and just choose your color. And for this one, you can just use this dark green or lighter green. So we'll just use this dark green. Move it down, as you can see. So now we're just gonna increase this. We press down, we move our cursor to this area, press our left mouse click button and drag outwards, as you can see. So we have that just we want it. As you can see, we don't want this coming your way. We don't want this coming your way, as you can see. So we just ungroup that, click on this gray area. So now you click on the gray area, you can delete this. Remember to just press delete on your keyboard, and that is off. So we are left with this one. We are left with this one, so we can just change this one to Ctrl A to highlight all. So you can just do coming soon. As you can see, we just drag this out. Remember I told you can drag it out if you want these two texts to be on the same line. All you need to do is just move your cursor to this sidebar and just press your left mouse click button and drag sideways to drag it out. As you can see, and you can see now it's overlapping, so we have to reduce this a bit. So move your cursor to this edge and just reduce that. Just reduce that like so. Reduce it a bit more. So now we have that. We just position this somewhere where it says coming soon. So as you can see, it's not that hard to use text. Remove this. I want to move it more to the white bars. As you can see. So now it says coming soon. And there's something I've not been showing for some while now. I'm going to show you how to do that now. Remember, we've been making our design, but we've not been showing how to save them. So to do that, we just click on download. Yes, it's always advisable to download PNG. It always gives you the best quality. You can also download if you want it in PDF. If you have a video, then you can use video or GIF, depending on which one you prefer. But for this, it's just a picture, so click on PNG. Remember, I'm going to talk in the next lecture. I'm going to talk about why you have this gold crown on these two elements, because in most of our design, we want to make sure we are able to get the white background. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So you can click on download. You can click on download, and it's just going to prepare our download for us. It's going to prepare our download for us. And once it's done downloading, it's going to... So now you can see it's downloading. It's quite... You can see why you need the PNG. It's quite a big file, but you're going to get the best quality you want for your work. And remember, professionalism is very important in every of our designs, so we always want to keep that in mind. So we do right click on show folder. So this is it. So now if we click on that, just click on that. As you can see, this is what we just designed. As you can see how clear and clean it's looking. The color matching with the background, with the flowers, the leaves, the trees. It's just super amazing. Super amazing. Canva is super amazing. As you can see, that is easy. So I want to show you something. If I go back to photos, I go to travel. Maybe I click on travel. Do travel. If I click on that, I want to show you something. So you can see, depending on your design need, you can just see different elements and how to use different elements. So that is something you want to, this is something you want to, you can see some have the crown. I'll talk about that in our next lecture. It says Pro. Some are free, some have the crown, some says Pro. I'll talk about that in our next lecture. So without wasting much of your time, I'm just going to say thank you for watching this class, and I'll see you in the next lecture where we'll talk about Canva Pro and Canva Basics. So if that's something you're interested in, which you should be interested in as a designer, because you always want to know the two difference. You want to know the difference between the two. It's super important. You always know the difference between the two. I'm going to see you in the next lecture where we'll talk about that. So just with that, I'm just going to say stay blessed, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.